Hey guys, today we're going to be learning how to turn a logo into a 3D version of the logo using Blender and After Effects. Or, if you don't have the money for After Effects, we're also using DaVinci Resolve 16. Anyway, let's get into it. Once you're done, you'll be able to make something that looks a little bit like this. So to start off with, open up Pixlr. It is a website, I'll link it in the description. Turn the brightness down, turn the black up. This will create a black silhouette image. Download it. This will be used for the SVG, and then go to convert.io, also be linked in. Open up the black image you just loaded, and then re-download it as an SVG. Next, we're going to open up Blender, create a new general project, delete the cube, import the SVG, scale it up using S, rotate using R, and then hit X to rotate on the X-axis, type in 90. That'll rotate it up, move it across using G on the X-axis. Now with the recently imported SVG selected, hit 3D and change the render preview to 5. Right click, convert to mesh. Tab into edit mode. If you have a transparent bit, select the transparent bit, select all of it, hit P to separate from the selection. And now with this separation selected, tab to go into edit mode, and then extrude it out on the Y-axis. Hit tab to leave edit mode, click on the main piece, hit tab, alt click everything to select everything, hit F to fill, add a modifier, boolean, and then select the other piece. Apply that boolean. Now go into materials, delete the original material, create a new one, hit on the shading window, add a image texture node, add a mapping node, connect the two, add a texture coordinate node, connect that to the vector, connect that to the base color, and then open up your original logo. Go into UV editing, make sure you have faces selected, select all the faces, and now you're going to hit U to unwrap. Now you're going to go into front view using the tilde key. And now you're going to hit U. What this is going to allow you to do is project from view. Select everything in the UV window, scale it up. And now you can see there's this little issue where it's not mapping correctly. The way you're going to fix this is by selecting everything. You can do this using C to get the little select tool that I have here. Move it across until it looks good in the other window. And so this is just a process of tweaking. The layout window, now you're going to hit Z to go into material mode, and then from there we're going to hit tab to go into edit mode, select both faces, and then hit E, Y. So that's going to extrude along the Y axis. This is going to give your logo a 3D look. And with this depth, you're going to be able to work with it in 3D space. So now hit the tilde key, go top, hit Alt Z, and then select all the top, from top view, just drag across. And that's going to allow you to touch up those edges, which you can probably see there were some black lines. And so now we're just going to pull everything inside so it's all mapped to a color. And so you can see these are like relatively thin lines, that's because we projected from view. Alright, and you can see it's all looking good. Import a plane using Shift A, and now you're going to click on your model, you're going to hit Shade Smooth, and to go into rendered mode, hit Z and then go up to go into rendered view. With the plane selected, hit R, X, and then 90 to flip it upside down. With the logo selected, right click, hit Set Origin, and then to Center of Mass Volume. With your camera selected, you can select this using Control Num 0 and then clicking on the bounding box of the camera. Hit middle mouse button and then pull out to zoom the camera out. Here I'm going to be turning up the light, click on the light, click the little light icon with the light selected, and then turn the power up to what you desire. Turn the radius down to give a harsher shadow. With the plane selected, alright, now that we have our scene set up, we're going to add a transparent background. So add a diffuse BSDF, a shader to RGB, a shader to black and white, a color ramp, and a mix shader. Add another diffuse BSDF, a transparent BSDF, and combine them how I am. To ensure that it is actually transparent, you're going to hit N and then go down to Options, Blend Mode, Alpha Blend. With your background and color ramp selected, you can play around with these values to try to get the best looking shadow. Click on Film and then check Transparent. This will give you a transparent background. Alright, next you're going to hit I to insert a keyframe. Click location, rotation, and scale. At this point, the animation is completely up to you. It's pretty much just all personal preference. Go through adding keyframes using I whenever you make a change. If you don't use I, the change won't go through. So I, location, rotation, scale. And remember, it's G to move, R to rotate, and S to scale. And to lock those to either axis, you hit the axis. Alright, after you're happy with your animation, click on the animation tab up top. This is beside shading and rendering. In the top left of the new tab that you've opened up, select it and click Graph Editor. This will allow you to adjust the flow of the animation, similar to as you can in After Effects. Okay, so now that you have this open, you can play around with these curves a little bit. So on the left with the character selected, you can see X location, Y location, Z location, etc, etc. So if you've changed the scale and you want to change the animation type of the scale, click on scale and then move the curves about how you want. Again, this is personal preference here. So if you want to get the same results as me, you can copy what I'm doing on the left-hand side with adjusting the curves. Once you're happy with the animation, you're going to click on the Scene tab, and then you're going to change the output destination to a file that you want. Next, you're going to click on Render, Render Animation, and then it will output a PNG sequence to the folder that you've selected. Thanks for watching, guys. This is the first part out of a 2-part tutorial series. In the next part, I will teach you how to import this PNG sequence into either After Effects or into DaVinci Resolve 16.